guess I am making my second post-op video, number two. I wish I didn't have to make it, but since we're here, why not, right? I had my surgery last week, Friday, so today is, I guess 8 days since my surgery. As you can see, I am feeling great. I really am. I'm glad it's over. I'm hoping that was the worst part. Surgery went really well. Everything was fine. Um, post-op, I felt a lot better than I did the first time. The first time, I was a lot more out of it. When they bring you out of surgery, they put you in a room to, kind of on post-surgery watch, where you're still basically hooked up to heart monitors and all that stuff. After you're not, if you're fine, you're not. You're hooked up to everything. They monitor the first 4 or 5 hours post-surgery just to make sure that everything's fine. I was fine. My blood pressure was a little low, so they actually ended up giving me something for that. But then they asked me basically if I'm an athlete. And then I was like, no, I'm not really an athlete, but I do exercise quite a bit. And, um, and I found out that actually if you do exercise regularly, with like cardio and stuff, your resting heart rate is actually lower than I guess, regular or whatever. So I was told that because of that, my blood pressure will be lower, but it was still really, apparently it was pretty low. So they did give me something for that. But other than that, I didn't even need as much morphine as last time. I was definitely way more aware when I basically woke up and came to my senses. I knew what was going on. And the first time I was so out of it, like when my mother came to see me, I was just like I looked dead to her. She stood over my bed and cried, and I wanted to give her one of these so bad, and I had no, like, it wasn't in me to even, like, lift my fingers. This time I was fully kind of aware, and when she came to see me, she was prepared to pretty much see me as she saw me last time. And she was like, oh my god, you look so much better, and I was able to, like, talk to her and stuff, which the first time was not, it was just not doable. So that went fine. Then I was brought into a room. I was in a semi-private room, and my roommate was this older Portuguese lady, sweet lady, absolutely nothing against her. But dear God, the old people snore! I was going insane! I was gonna lose my mind. I am not a princess in any way, and I do not, have high standards, or, I don't need to be, pampered all the time and whatnot. But for fuck's sakes, when I sleep, I need my peace and quiet. And this lady had this, like, snore that wasn't even, like, that constant snore. It was, like, that snore that, like, she's snoring and then she like that. And it was, oh my god, I couldn't fall asleep for the life of me. For those of you who actually do follow me on Twitter, you probably saw my posting bitching about that, because I know I made a post about it. I was so frustrated. I was just like, I need to sleep. I need to sleep. Like, I was tired. I was drained. I'm just post-op, like, not even 12 hours. I'm trying to sleep here, goddammit. I ended up passing out at, like, 4 o'clock. The nurse came to wake me up at, like, 6 to check everything. And I was like, get out of my room. I don't want to see anybody. I just want to sleep. And I am not a morning person, so that doesn't help. Trust me, I am not a morning person. I'm cranky in the morning. Cranky. But then everything turned out really fine, and then my doctor came to see me at noon. My calcium levels were fine. Everything was great, so they sent me home within 24 hours of having my surgery. So 1:30 p.m. I was home in my bed, and I could not be happier. I didn't need as many painkillers even. I took Tylenol 3 for the first couple days. Just especially at night, because when you move you feel it, so that was more for that, like, than anything else really. But yeah, eating normal, whatever, I feel fine. I'm actually able to kind of move my neck already, like, almost freely, which is great, because the first week you can't even drive because you can't check your blind spot because it hurts. So, and it drives me nuts not to be able, I hate depending on other people to, like, drive me places, and just in general. So I'm actually gonna go to the gym today, which if my doctor found out, then he would kill me. But I'm not gonna tell him. I will take it light. I'm not doing weights, like, no weights for, absolutely no weights for the next 4 weeks, and possibly longer. We'll see how I feel, but cardio for sure. Which brings me to the other thing, that I am not on any hormones right now, because I can't take any hormones until I get my radiation, which I expect it to be early January. So right now I'm pretty much hypoactive thyroid, which means that I am gaining weight, and I know I am because I can feel it, I can see it, and to be honest, it's driving me nuts. Like it's actually pissing me off a lot more than I thought because you guys know that about my past weight issues. I mean, I started on YouTube because of my weight and I was losing weight and da da da. So when I made that final video, which is posted on here, in my head, I was like, I'm never gonna have to deal with this again. Like, I've learned so much through this entire process, and I've changed my life around, I changed everything. I became so much more active. My eating improved, and just everything in general was just so much, better, whatever. And I was like, in my head, I was like, I'm never gonna have to, be after that, losing the next 10 pounds, and I'm just gonna be comfortable in my own skin, and here I am, and I am gaining weight, and I almost feel like it's out of my control, like it's just slipping through my fingers, and I'm really watching what I eat now, because I want to just gain as little as possible. I'm eating under what used to be maintenance, because now my maintenance is, I don't even know what my maintenance is right now. I'm not gonna go crazy and not eat or any of that shit. I'm not stupid, but it's definitely frustrating. I am gonna be the cardio queen for the next like 6 weeks or whatever because I really don't want to gain a lot of weight. I know I'm talking about this a lot, but it really, with history like that of being overweight and being over 200 pounds and losing 75 pounds or whatever, and then being back to like that feeling of being out of control, like there's all this stuff working against me. It it drives me insane. It drives me insane. And I just can't wait to have that radiation. So, because after radiation, I get to be placed on a hormone replacement, and then hopefully my, metabolism and everything will kind of regulate itself, and then I can, make a game plan to lose whatever I've gained, because I know I've gained. I've gained. I can see it, I can feel it, and I know I've gained. Even when I got weighed in for surgery, I was like, shit, I've gained already since my first surgery. So, and I have been exercising and I have been eating well, and that's my phone, and I'm not gonna answer it because it's long distance, and I don't answer long distance. But anyway, so that's all I wanted to tell you guys. I will fill you in next time on the radiation and all that, because I'm gonna see my doctor next week, and hopefully I'll know more. But for now, I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving in the States, and I hope you guys got some shopping done on Black Friday, and you didn't get trampled. I saw on CNN they were at Macy's in New York City, and it looked crazy. And in Canada, we have Boxing Day, which is the day after Christmas, so December 26th, that's when the craziness hits here. And we had our Thanksgiving in October, so ours is a little different. But I hope you guys are having a great long weekend in the States. And up here in Canada, well, enjoy the weather, because it's ridiculously nice. And I can't wait for the goddamn snow, because I need to go snowboarding soon. But anyway, yes, that's it. I will see you shortly. And yes, thanks for watching, and follow me on Twitter. My name is somewhere. I don't know where to point anymore, so